Hey guys, it's Polly here from Beaten Jeans, and today I am going to have my sister Taylor do an interview of me. Tomorrow will be my 6 weeks since I had my total gastrectomy, and I was going to do a follow me for a day so I could show you what a typical day of not having a stomach is like for me, but I decided a little Q&A session would be best for the first video here. So I'm going to go ahead and invite her in. She usually does this, so hopefully I can figure it out. Bear with me here. And hope you guys are all having a good day.
Hi.
There she is. Hi, Taylor.
Hello. How are you doing?
Good. I feel so nervous. It's different being on this end.
I know. You're going to have a lot.
What are you going to ask me?
Well, first of all, I just want to say that I am battling a cold, so please forgive me if I have a coughing fit. So, and that's why I have the sexy phlegm too. So, okay. So, how many weeks are you out from your surgery?
I was just saying tomorrow will be my 6 weeks.
Oh my gosh, you look amazing.
Thank you.
She does.
Good.
You look really good in person. Today's like the first day I saw you in like 3 weeks, and I can't believe how good you look.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, eating. I witnessed her eating whatever she wants, basically. A chickpea salad sandwich, and what else did you have?
Watermelon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pretty good. All right, so I guess we'll kind of just go back to the hospital stay. So you had your surgery done at the NIH, of course, with Dr. Jeremy Davis. How many days were you in the hospital total?
I was there a total of 7 days. And then I had the option to fly home after that, but I stayed at the lodge. It's like a facility just off campus for 2 days with my husband. I hadn't gone to the bathroom yet, and I just wanted to make sure everything was okay since I lived so far away.
How long were you at the lodge?
I was there a total of 9 days after the surgery, but two of them were outside of the hospital.
Okay, and if you guys want more information about her whole experience, her whole gastrectomy surgery, I believe that you made the video and it's on our YouTube channel, right?
Right.
Okay, so we'll link that down below if anyone's interested. Okay, so I just want to know, like, how are you feeling today, 6 weeks out?
I feel surprisingly like this is like one of the best days. So I have not been feeling very good the last like 2 weeks. I've been really tired and extremely nauseated. And I was like, I guess this is just how it goes. And then I was filling out my vitamin packets and I was looking at my calcium citrate, and it's made with zinc in it, and I in the past have not been able to take zinc. It makes me extremely nauseated,
right?
And so I was like, oh my gosh, I think it's these vitamins that's making me nauseated, not the surgery. And so I switched to a different calcium citrate that does not have zinc in it, and today's my first day of not taking those, and I feel fantastic. I feel like I did before the surgery. No nausea, and I feel great.
And like, what about your energy levels?
I feel really good today.
Yeah.
I don't know that the vitamin would have made my energy be depleted, but I feel great today.
Oh, I know you took it and you felt awful. You said you had to go to bed right away, but you don't feel that way today?
And maybe it was just the nausea was making me feel like I wanted to go to bed. I don't know. I feel good today. So swapping out that vitamin is
good.
Today,
how many vitamins are you taking every day?
I have to take 1,500 milligrams of the calcium citrate, and I'm able to take the capsules. I know a lot of people take the gummies, but I don't have a problem swallowing them. So I take 6 little white capsules of the calcium citrate and a bariatric vitamin. And then I also take biotin and magnesium citrate and B12.
Okay, good. I know you say that's a challenge to get all those vitamins in.
Yeah, it's like every 2 hours for 4 hours, like, I have to time them out, but yeah.
You have to like think about it. You can't just take it in the morning and be done.
Right. So I put them all in this like little pill box and I carry them around with me. I put them in my purse, so it kind of helps me to take them regularly.
Now, another thing about you that's very odd is that you are able to, like, you're eating and you're drinking water, right? You're drinking water normally?
I know. I'm able to drink water as much as I want. I pretty much get about 2 of these down a day, sometimes 3, and I don't have to space it out from my food. I can just drink it whenever I want and however much I want.
That was like one of the big things that you were worried about was the water intake.
It was the main thing I was worried about. So I'm really
And
happy.
are they saying anything about that? Like your nutritionist Rachel or Dr. Davis, have they said anything about the water intake?
They think it's great that I can drink it, and they're hopeful that it'll stay.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
My
And
screen
then,
got really dark. Did your screen get dark?
no, mine looks good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm outside.
Maybe. So, okay, so what about like pain? Are you experiencing any pain at the incision site or internally, anything like that?
I don't have any pain at my incision site at all, but I do have this weird, like, kind of like a runner's cramp on my upper left side underneath my ribs. And I spoke to Dr. Davis about that, and he said it's kind of like the way the anatomy goes, and eventually that pain should subside. I guess a lot of people complain about that, like initially after surgery, and
Right.
most people that resolves, but it doesn't stay all the time. It just kind of comes and goes, probably more associated with when I eat, but it's just up under my ribs. Like I said,
Right.
he says it's just the way the anatomy goes.
Okay, good. That
It's
doesn't
not
sound
that
too
bad.
awful. Yeah, it doesn't sound too awful.
I mean, it
When
is
you
like
were-
a runner's cramp. It's like,
Right.
oh.
Yeah, I get those. They're not good, but they're not, I mean, they're tolerable, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like when you were in the hospital, I just kind of want to go back to that because as someone who sees gastrectomy in their future, like what was the hardest part about the surgery in general?
The leading up to it,
Yeah.
definitely. Just the decision to actually do it and then to follow through with it was probably the most difficult.
Right.
But
Yeah,
the
I remember
actual surgery itself, it was fine.
Yeah. Tolerable pain. You could handle it.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch my video of my NIH, my gastrectomy, they keep you comfortable. I mean, you have an epidural and
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
fine. I never really had abdominal pain. It wasn't like my mastectomy where I was guarding myself and
Right.
felt that nerve pain. With the stomach, the pain is minimal.
Okay, good. Now, I know another thing that a lot of people talk about is bile reflux. Have you experienced that thus far?
I've experienced it, and it was a night we had gone out for teppanyaki, and I had some fried rice and some tofu and some edamame, and when they were cooking it up on the table, they were throwing on the slabs of butter, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure that had something to do with it. It wasn't as healthy as I'm used to eating. And that night I was laying in bed and I could just feel this river of bile just
Oh,
going up into my mouth. Thankfully it didn't burn and I didn't aspirate it. I
okay.
just kind of sat up and took a couple a little bit more that evening, but I haven't had it
Good.
again since then.
Good. And it doesn't burn?
It didn't burn me. I've heard people say that it burns them, but I'm sure that's if you like aspirate it. But I
Yeah,
didn't.
maybe.
It was just
Okay.
in my throat.
And how long does that last?
How long did it last?
Yeah.
Well, I could feel it happening, and I like sat up right away, and I could feel it going down. And like I said, it took some water, and it didn't happen again that night.
Okay.
After
Well,
I
that's
propped
good.
myself up a little bit more.
So you can just, like, you're keeping a food journal, or actually, you did keep a food journal. Are you still keeping a food journal?
Well, I was using the food journal, and I was like becoming obsessive compulsive with it. Like it was like my life revolved around this food journal, and so I had to just like let go of that. But I do use the Chronometer app on my phone to keep track of my calories, because I've noticed if I don't hit my calorie goals, then the next day I do lose a little bit of weight.
Mm-hmm.
So I do keep track of my calories, but I do not journal like I used to. But I do pay attention. Like, it was obvious that I had the bile
Right.
from eating out.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's tons of sugar and just
Who knows?
feed oils and all that stuff.
I'm not
butter. Right. Okay. So, and then another thing is the dumping syndrome. And it's different for everybody. Have you experienced any sort of dumping syndrome that you know of?
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
No dumping. None. But I'm not a sweet tooth eater, and I do pay attention to that added sugar. I stay away from added sugars. I've been drinking like fresh pressed orange juice and like sugar-free popsicles, but as far as like added sugars, I've stayed away from that.
I know, because she made this big thing of brownies and it looks so good. And she's like, I'm not even going to try it. It looks so good. Like, I want to eat the whole thing. She's like, there's 4 tablespoons of maple syrup in here. I'm not going to try them. But I feel like you should try it because maple syrup it's not.
Well, you wanted me to try it right before this interview. Can you see me? I'm having dumping. I'll have some after the interview.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah. So what is your weight then? Because you said if you don't hit your calorie goals, then you lose. So how much have you lost in total?
So my starting weight, according to my home scale, was 113 pounds. And this morning I weighed 103, so that's 10-pound loss. But I've been averaging between 104 and 105 pounds.
Okay. Consistently for how long?
For going on 2.5 weeks.
Good. And do you feel like that
yesterday I didn't eat enough calories. I know that's why I lost a little bit.
Right.
I was so busy.
Right. Yeah.
It's hard to keep up on it when you're so busy.
When you have to do it all day long, it's sort of a chore. That, like, okay, so you were never a big, like, you didn't really eat a lot. You had like 2 square meals a day. You don't snack. You're not a snacker. So how has it been transitioning from that sort of lifestyle to eating constantly all day, every day?
I would say it's probably the biggest challenge that I've had to face. It's like, it's kind of stressful in like, what am I going to eat today? Do I have enough in my refrigerator? Like, you get tired of eating the same thing. So it'd be like, I could easily just have like a peanut butter banana, a smoothie, like a chicken pea salad sandwich, and just eat the same things every day, but it's boring and you get sick of it.
Yeah.
So it's like coming up with new things to eat and being kind of innovative with your diet, and just, it's exhausting. It's really, really exhausting. And I'm hungry. I'm starving.
Right.
So I want to eat all day long, but what to eat? I haven't really had an opportunity to really delve into the kitchen and create some things to eat because I was just recently hospitalized, and my kids, and just keeping up on my house. And so I'm hoping that I can start to kind of get more organized and like, what am I going to eat? And have those things available for me. I rely a lot on like RX bars and smoothies.
Yeah.
Now.
Quick and easy. Yeah. Dump it all in there and blend it, and it's good to go.
But now, I want more like meal things to eat.
Yeah. You know, so we have our upcoming beach trip coming up next week. So we'll have some time. We have a kitchen there. So maybe we can experiment and try and find something that is good. Yeah.
That'd be good. I'd love some help.
On the food side, like, we have 2 cookbooks out. We've got our soups and salads, and we have the big one cookbook, which is like our main meals. But now you don't have a stomach. So have you thought maybe we should start delving into a stomachless cookbook?
Absolutely. I've already started dreaming up foods to kind of create, and I'm excited about it. Yeah.
Good. I think that'll be helpful for a lot of people.
I think so too. And for me.
Yeah, definitely.
But I am noticing that a lot of the foods in our cookbooks I'm able to eat. So that's been nice. I've made the lentils and our pinto bean soup. So
good. Yeah. Okay. So phase 1 is like, you felt like it was all dairy. So you were eating, like, explain phase 1 to us and how you handled it.
Well, phase 1 is like really soft foods because you want to be gentle on your esophageal and intestinal junction. So it's like really soft, really small portions. And to me, I felt like I was eating white, pasty food, like oatmeals, white smoothies, cheese, cottage cheese, eggs, like everything was white. And it showed to be white when it would come out of me. I know this is a lot of, kind of gross talk here, but that's what this is. And yeah, I didn't like it. And I found myself like going into a bit of depression. I missed like color in my diet so much, which I did not think would happen. I thought, well, I'll be fine. I can eat that way for 6 weeks. But no, it was really difficult for me. And then after my hospital stay, I was hospitalized because I was so constipated from all the dairy I was eating, and I hadn't had dairy for 5 years. So I got super constipated and was hospitalized for 5 days. It was the worst experience of my life. And when I got home, I was like, I cannot eat like this anymore. I know that I'm supposed to, but I cannot. I cannot mentally and I cannot physically. And so I just kind of started to experiment with food and intuitively eat. And I didn't just eat it. I would take a bite and wait 10, 15 minutes and see how my body accepted it. And thankfully, so far, knock on wood, I haven't had any problems with anything I've tried. I'm even able to eat celery.
Right. And that's like the most fibrous thing there is, it seems like.
Yeah.
So that's pretty incredible.
I know. The doctors are like, wow, this is like unheard of that you can eat these things. And I wonder if it's because I was plant-based before and my intestines are used to all that roughage. I don't know.
Well, so there's LaTruth that we know who was very similar to us in like diet and lifestyle and health prior to his gastrectomy. And he had a similar outcome where now he's able to eat anything he wants and he drinks fruit juices and he can tolerate water. I don't know if he can still tolerate water.
He prefers coconut water.
Okay. But I think that is a really big true testament to our healthy lifestyle and an organic whole foods diet. So,
well, if anything, it's something worthy of being studied.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be interesting to meet more people and have them share their experiences if they are similar in their diets. Like,
yeah, it would be. I wonder if we could just do like our own like toll to people, like send it out.
Right.
And just have people like, hey, this is how I ate before and this is how I'm able to eat now. That would be really
That's a good thought. I think we should work on that. That's a good idea.
It is a good idea.
If they're not going to study it, maybe we should.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, we know so many people in the stomakless community.
Right. I think it's a good idea.
Would y'all be willing to participate in that study?
Seriously. It might just have to be upcoming. I don't know. Could it be people who've already had gastrectomy?
Yeah, I think
so.
Yeah, because people know how they ate before and how they can eat now.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, we got a joiner. Yes.
Yeah, we do have a joiner.
Okay, so, all right. This is a question that we don't really ask, but I know I can ask you and you're going to be honest with it. What does your poop look like now?
So in the beginning, you guys, it was insane. We are talking like python snake long, massive length. It was incredible.
This is after the surgery?
Yes.
Weird.
Like I would have to stand back and be like, OMG. Like I almost needed to take a picture of it because the length was just unbelievable. And that kind of continued until I was hospitalized. And then after my hospitalization and once I got back to eating kind of, my more plant-based diet, they've normalized. They look pretty normal. I'm regular. I can go every day. And I think it's because I take a magnesium citrate capsule. And probably because I'm eating more fiber. It could be. I mean, I don't know the science behind it, but I do take the magnesium citrate. And I go regularly every morning. And now they look more normal.
Okay, good. Yeah, I always thought maybe they'd be runny or I don't even know.
I have not had diarrhea one time yet.
Good.
No.
And then are you drinking coffee?
I drink 1 to 2 cups of black coffee every morning.
Just black coffee? Is that what you always drank? That's what you drank before,
That's what I drank in the beginning. Now, immediately after my surgery, I did like 75% milk with the coffee because I was like
Right.
trying to get all that protein in there and be real careful on my system. And then I was like, forget that. I'm just having my black coffee. And
Good. Listen to your body, right? And your intuition.
Yes. Right.
It's working out. Good for you.
It is working out. Yes.
Yeah. Good. Good, because technically, are you even supposed to be on phase 2 yet? Or are you still supposed to be in phase 1?
Well, you're supposed to be on phase 1 for 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how you're feeling. But I've been off of that now for 2 weeks. So,
right.
Yeah.
You're a little early, but that's okay. You're healthy.
It's working for me.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
And that's something that we should say to people that are watching this. Everybody is different, and you need to listen to your intuition and what your body's telling you, and also speak with your doctor and your team and your nutritionalist and make sure that it is the right time and the right diet.
And then just don't go hog wild and, have a big greasy cheeseburger with French fries. Be smart about it. You want to be gentle on your system, and then you want to be able to know, like, oh gosh, it was the lettuce that caused it, rather than guessing what out of this burger caused it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
it's like having a baby, like introducing one food group at a time to make sure that they don't have an allergy or some kind of reaction to it. Yeah. Okay.
And that's another thing, a point that you just made, is that each body is so unique, and it's clear to me why there isn't a handbook on gastrectomy. Because no two people, no two systems, no two bodies are alike. It's so individualized.
It is.
So you can't see me and be like, oh, I'm going to be just like her, because I think it's impossible.
Every single person that we've interviewed has had a different story and a different outcome. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay, so all right. So your biopsy results just came in. Can you share those with us?
I can. I just did a post about that the other day. They found 4 spots of signet ring cells. I was shocked that there weren't more than that, but I was also grateful that there weren't. And then he said there was another spot that was very concerning looking, and he had the pathologist go back and look at it some more, and they didn't find anything in there, but they did not like the way it looked, but it seemed to be normal tissue. But 4 spots.
Okay.
Of stage 1. So I don't need chemo. I don't need any other treatments. It was a prophylactic surgery.
Is stage 1A the same thing as signet cell?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a stage 1 cancer, but it doesn't require any treatment.
Now, this is a weird question to ask, because obviously when you have a gastrectomy, you don't want it to be past 1A. Otherwise, you will have to have chemo. But is there any part of you that regrets your decision and wishes you could go back in time and not do it?
No. I mean, that's a really good question. No, I don't regret having the surgery. I'm so grateful. The weight, when he told me that, just the weight and the worry just immediately just lifted off of me. I no longer have to worry that I'm going to die of this hard to detect cancer. Like, it's gone. It's no longer in me. I mean, I have the worry of my children, but the worry of myself is gone.
Good.
And it's a wonderful feeling. Really.
Yeah, your boobs check, stomach check.
Yep, I'm done. So now I just need to figure out this life and how to live without a stomach.
How to eat all the time.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll mellow out at some point, and you'll get that rhythm down. And
I haven't been able to get into a rhythm.
Right.
With the recent hospital stay. And
well, when the kids start school, like, life will just start being normal again. And
yeah, I think so.
You'll have a schedule and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, can you show us your scar?
Sure. Yeah.
Did you put anything on it? Like I know you did for the boobs.
I bought the Moderna strips, but a bunch of people said they don't work. But I am going to use them until I ordered the cream.
Oh, it looks really good. It looks really good.
It's only 2.75 inches long. It's pretty flat. There's like no raised areas.
It looks really good.
I think it looks pretty good.
That cross, is that just the crinkle in your skin? Because it looks like a little cross.
Oh yeah, that was just me. My body folds.
Yeah, that looks really good. So you didn't do like any like vitamin E oil on it or anything?
I have been using the vitamin E. Once all the scabs came out healed, yeah, I started putting that vitamin E oil on there.
Yeah.
And then the last 2 days I've been using those Moderna scar treatments, and I'm going to switch over to the cream because somebody said they had better luck with that.
Good. Has your sleep changed at all? Are you sleeping the same?
Oh my gosh, I'm sleeping fabulously.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping so much. Like I can sleep 10, 12 hours a night.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I am a lot more tired than I was before the surgery.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's just the surgery itself, and then having not eaten the 7 days while I was hospitalized. I mean, I'm sure there's so many things playing into that, but my energy level is not what it was before.
Are you working out again?
I try to. I don't have a lot of energy and I get tired more frequently, but I do go on walks in the morning with my little weighted vest, and I've been cleared by my personal doctor to do some bicep curls and things that don't involve my abdominal core muscles yet. So,
good.
Just a little bit here and there, trying to keep my bones healthy.
Right. You had a DEXA scan prior to the gastrectomy, right?
Yes.
And were your bones, do they look good?
They did.
And when will you have another DEXA scan?
I think they do that at the 1 year mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And when I spoke to the DEXA scan lady, she said weight-bearing exercise is the best thing for your bones. So that's why I'm at least walking with that weighted vest. I don't know how much it's doing for me, but
right.
Keep doing that.
And then Nancy had a question. Do you sleep? I know you got the wedge pillow. Do you use the wedge pillow at night and sleep elevated?
I have not used it, but I sleep with a lot of pillows. I have like 8 pillows, so I just kind of naturally am a little bit more propped up. But I have not used my wedge pillow. I just had the BioReflex.
See her pillows.
Yeah.
There's so many. She sleeps with 8. I gotta show you.
Like surrounded by pillows at night.
They're like this thin though. They're like. I can like clap my hands for her.
Thanks.
This is Holly's bedroom, by the way. This is not my bedroom.
Yeah.
Her pillows are literally like a little pancake.
So how does it make you feel seeing me after my gastrectomy? Like I mean, we haven't really seen each other, but we talk all the time. How does it scare you? Anything that I've shared with you?
No, I the only thing that is concerning is, of course, like everybody's different, right? So I'm not going to have the same outcome as you, and knowing my luck, I'm going to have like the complete opposite outcome as you did. So I can't go off of how you feel and how you did. I'm still in my same mindset. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep doing surveillance and.
Well, and I'm doing good now, but who knows how I'm going to do next week or the next.
Right.
Or, I mean, they say year recovery, so.
I mean, you're doing amazing, but it's still like this life-altering decision that you went through, and your life will never be the same. And so, I mean, it's still really scary. You put a little light spin on it, but it's still like a really, really big deal. So.
Yeah, it's huge.
But I'm really glad you did it because.
Sometimes I just want to like eat and not chew, and I just want to swallow, and I've caught myself doing that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I forgot to chew that bite. Oh, crap.
That's one of I've tried to just chew, and it's like nearly impossible.
One of the hardest things I think to eat is like long spaghetti noodles.
Yeah.
You guys try it because it's impossible. It's like they break up into little Lego pieces. They never turn to mush. And it's sad because I like the spaghetti and like slurping it up. It's
right.
So now I'm like elbow pasta with my spaghetti. It's not as fun. But.
Does that break up better?
Huh?
Does it break up better? The elbow
yes,
pasta?
you can chew it.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are things you're going to learn along the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so your hair, have you noticed any changes in it? Is it thinning?
I haven't noticed any changes. Actually, I feel like it's falling out a little less.
Interesting. It's gorgeous right now.
Yeah, I think it's still a little too soon to tell because I know just the shock from the surgery
Right.
itself can make you lose, but that's like usually like 3 months later. So keeping my
Yeah.
fingers crossed.
Good.
I'm sure I'll lose some. I'm taking that biotin. Hopefully it'll help. I don't
Now
know.
Heather just wrote
Prepared
in
to
and
lose
says
some.
that you're so lucky. She says her hair is coming out so much.
Oh yeah, you're a couple months ahead of me, aren't you, Heather? I don't know.
Mm.
I'm only 6 weeks out. I think I'm early yet to have hair loss.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. That'll be
I don't know
interesting to
either.
see. You've always kind of battled with thin hair, sort of. So
I
hopefully,
have. Every
hopefully
I
you
don't.
don't.
Yeah, the
Four,
last,
4
I don't
months.
know, 6 or 7 years. Oh, yeah, she's 4 months. Yeah. So,
So, okay, and then I know another big worry for you was like the strain and the stress it was going to put on your family. You were worried about, being a burden or. So, how do you feel like the family is adjusting to this big surgery?
well, I have the most amazing husband, and he's so supportive. I don't know what I would do without him. And he's, he's been keeping his eye on me and supporting me and letting me rest when I need to rest. And I think that's been so helpful. Well, I mean, I guess for example, the other night we were gonna go watch the Top Gun movie, and we were driving to the theater, and I just didn't feel good. It's probably from those vitamins. I don't know, but I was like, I just don't think I can sit through that long movie. And he said, no problem. Let's go home. We have a million other things to do, and we can watch the movie another time. Like,
Oh,
and they've just all been super supportive.
good. Oh, that's so nice. Thank God. And thank goodness your kids are at that age where they are independent and they don't,
Yeah.
require your assistance every couple seconds.
Oh yes, and they're so busy with all the kids in the neighborhood, and
Yeah.
so it's fine. It's different, but it's fine. I mean, I'm still in that early recovery period, so
Right.
I'm sure it'll get less like that.
Right. Yeah. I know, because really think about it. You're over a month in, you've only got 10 and a half more months to go till you hit that 1 year mark. And then, as they say, life gets pretty normal after that. So
Right. Yeah.
you're almost there.
Yeah. I'm gonna push it. I do push myself a little too much. I keep practicing being in the moment, listening to my body, but it's really hard because I'm such a go do everything type of person. It's hard to
Right.
sit back and be like, no, I can't do that.
Now, you know that all of your food, like your diet and all of your exercise and all of the things that you did to get your body ready for the surgery helped. Do you feel like you did some counseling before? Do you feel like that helped the mental side of things?
Well, I've been doing so well mentally and physically, so I guess my answer is yes, because
Yeah.
I don't know the alternative to not doing
Right.
that.
Right.
Yeah. I don't feel the need to go speak to a counselor. I feel really good about my decision. I feel really good about my life moving forward. So,
Yeah. Good. That's awesome.
yeah.
You're an inspiration to everybody going through this or looking to do it. And I hope that everybody has as good of an outcome as you did.
Oh,
And
me too.
I know that you are always there. Polly is like pretty much the one who answers all the messages. And she's so good about, people write you all the time and you're always there comforting people. So if you guys are watching, she would love to help you along your journey, I'm sure, because you always have the best words of advice for people. And
Well, I'm no doctor. I'm no expert. I could just speak toward what I've been through.
right. Well, you do have a medical background. You were a nurse for how many years? 16 years. So I think that helps a lot also.
Yeah. I just don't feel comfortable giving medical advice. But
No, but like,
experience.
like, what do you think this is? I don't know. Like even your arm, like she's having this weird vein thing, and it's just good to have a nursing background and be able to tell you it's not life threatening or.
I'm not going to do that. That's too liable.
You know what I mean.
Don't offer my medical experience. I'm not going to do that.
No, I just like encouraging words of advice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will be a friend to anyone.
Right, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yes.
A seahorse buddy.
Yes, I'm happy to be a seahorse buddy. I'm not a medical expert.
I'm glad to have you as my sister for when the time comes when I have to do it. And so I'm glad to have you. So
yes.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
I'm there for you.
Okay. I have my questions written down. I think we got through it all except for you made a video about how you were going to practice taking care of your teeth and oral care. So have you been following all of the things that you said you were going to do?
Oh, it's exhausting, you guys. So you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you eat your breakfast, you got to take your vitamins, and you got to think about your physical activity for the day and what you're going to do with your kids. There's so much going on. But yes, I have been keeping that in the back of my mind that I need, and you feel it. You feel your mouth. That's
Right.
one of the reasons why I had to stop taking those chewy vitamins. They leave like this film or this residue in your mouth. I just, I could not take that. But yeah, I'm brushing my teeth morning and night, sometimes at lunchtime, and I am chewing that spry gum in between when I feel, I'll just like brush my teeth, my tongue across my teeth, and I'll just eat a piece of gum, or I'll use the mouthwash. I haven't been using the water pick, but maybe when life kind of simmers down, I get more in a routine, I can invite and, start using that. But yes, I am very wary about my teeth.
Like, are you brushing more than twice a day?
Yeah, sometimes I find myself brushing at lunchtime, and then sometimes I'll brush my teeth for bed, and then I'm like, I am starving, I need to eat again, and then I, of course, have to brush my teeth a fourth time.
Right.
So yeah.
Oh.
But yes, I'm very careful about my teeth. I think the spry gum is a big help.
Yeah, with the xylitol.
I know, and a lot of people said that I might get dumping or have issues with gastrointestinal distress with the xylitol. I have not experienced that. I've been fine with the spray gum.
How many pieces are you chewing a day? Like, does that matter? Like, how much you're ingesting?
I don't know, like 2 or 3 pieces.
Oh, okay. Then that's not going to hurt, I wouldn't imagine. Well, I don't know.
I don't know. Every system's different. It hasn't affected me yet.
Right.
I know that can change.
So do you have any last words of advice or encouragement or wisdom that you'd like to share with us before we end this interview?
Well, actually, Stephanie, my cousin, had asked me about my gas situation, and this is not words of advice or wisdom, but I just wanted to touch on it. I am definitely experiencing a lot more of that, and sometimes I can feel like a little bit more bloated than I would want to be, and I found it helpful to get in a hot bathtub and just kind of massage my stomach from right to left, just to kind of help move things along, and that is extremely helpful. And I would say bucketfuls of gas comes out.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Sometimes.
Wow.
But I'm not tooting around all day long.
Right.
It's not like that.
And you can't hold it in, right? You have to just let it go.
That's what they say. They say if you got to go, just let it rip. And it doesn't smell very good.
Oh no. What about belching? Do you burp a lot?
I've never let out a big belch where I'm like, bah! But I do catch myself just silent little soft belches in my mouth. Probably more so than I ever before the surgery.
Yeah. I don't think you were ever very gassy before.
I wasn't. And I wouldn't say that I am now, but I have periods where I'm like, oh God, I need to get this out of me. And then that light massage, maybe a hot bath, and then, woo! Don't come in the bathroom.
Well, good. Yeah, because Stephanie has our cousin Stephanie has her surgery coming up August 22nd, right?
Yep.
Yeah, in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and my hospital stay stuff, I say pretty much most everything I brought, I used. My heating pad, my abdominal binder was wonderful. It was one of the things that I was so grateful to have because I could put the ice pack there on my incision and kind of strap it in. Oh, and it felt so good.
Okay.
And my back hurt. I think it's because I was guarding my incision. It was just nice to have that brace and support there with that abdominal binder. And the hot pad was great too to use for my back.
Do you still wear the abdominal binder?
Sometimes like if I'm gonna do some arm curls, just I worry about that having a hernia, but I don't know if it's doing any good to help that. But yeah,
Oh,
mentally
that's
to kind
another
of keep.
thing. Don't
keep
you have like a mild hernia or something?
I don't know. Well, when I had my hospital stay, they said I had an umbilical hernia, which has nothing to do with the surgery.
Okay.
I don't believe it.
Right.
I'm going to get a second opinion on that because
Okay,
I've never
good.
had that seen on any of my other CAT scans.
Right.
I doubt that.
Okay.
But
That's
I don't know.
something that, like the hernia, is something that you do have to worry about forever now, right?
I think so. I mean, it will heal and get stronger, but it'll never be, your muscles will never be as tight and joined like they were before.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But words of advice and wisdom, I think being prepared is so important, just so that you have that mental aspect of preparedness. And then just kind of going with the flow, one day at a time. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. The food has been a big challenge for me, so I think just, take it one bite at a time. Don't put a lot of stress or pressure on yourself. And have the guidance of your nutritionist and your doctor.
Right.
They're very helpful. You're never alone in this journey. There's so many of us out there.
Yeah.
And all you can do is try.
Yeah. I think you did a lot of preparing, and I think that helped you out a lot. So kudos to that.
Yeah, I think so. Thank you.
All these interviews helped so much, like more than you could have probably
so
ever
much
asked
more. And we want to do more.
Yeah.
We want to do more. We want to open the interviews back up. We do have somebody that we had to push back because you got sick or something happened. We had to cancel it. It was
because of Dad. Because Dad.
Oh,
right?
yeah, because yes.
Yeah.
So we'll reach out to her, and then if anybody else wants to interview, we'd love to hear your story.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good I think it helps spread awareness, and the more information that's out there, the better, and I think it is going to be a good project for us to make a little like before and after the surgery diet kind of thing, like asking questions to people and figuring out if there's any kind of correlation to it. So
let's do it. I mean, nobody else is doing the diet thing. Let's do it.
Right. That's what we've said from day one. There has to be some kind of correlation.
I know.
Maybe not to like triggering, but maybe just like the outcome of the surgery.
Right.
How well you do. So
right. Well, it obviously didn't stave off those signet cells because I had 4 of them.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But I mean, they were early enough, but so that was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. Well, thank you for interviewing me today.
That was so fun.
That was fun. And so we are going to take you guys along with us a little bit of we're doing a week stay in California with our mom. It's a girls' trip, kind of just pseudo funeral for our dad, helping our mom grieve, and we're all going to grieve together. And we're going to show you guys what we're eating and what we're doing, like a little YouTube video. If you guys aren't following our YouTube, it's Beaten Jeans.
Yeah. We got some good stuff on there.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Well, thank you so much. That was so fun.
What do I do? How do I turn this off?
I think you hit that X up at the top right.
Okay.
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 Bye,
Thanks, guys. Bye.